Princess Beatrice reveals how her mother Sarah Ferguson supported her with humor and joy when she was diagnosed with dyslexia as a child. I think she is one of the most inspiring figures. Princess Beatrice has told how her mother Sarah Ferguson inspired her to face issues in her life, including being diagnosed with dyslexia as a child, with humor and joy. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any updates about the British royal family. Sarah Ferguson inspired Princess Beatrice to approach her problems with humor and joy after using the same cheerful and relaxed approach to help her through her childhood dyslexia diagnosis. Beatrice said her mother's calm methodology for solving problems helped her realize what she could achieve despite her diagnosis. To mark the start of Dyslexia Awareness Month earlier this week, Princess Beatrice, who wants to have another child soon for this understandable reason, shared some sweet insights into how her mother Sarah Ferguson recently played to the family's favorite board game, the Royal Family. Many celebrities have spoken about their struggles with dyslexia, a common learning difficulty that affects around 6.3 million people in the UK and causes problems with reading, writing and spelling, including Holly Willoughby, who spoke about his dyslexia, and BBC star Stephen Graham opened up about the shameful problems of his childhood. Speaking on the Made by Dyslexia podcast, Princess Beatrice revealed, "My family and I are incredibly close, so I would say that throughout our lives we have been able to get through everything together with humor and joy. My mother really passed that on. She has been through so much in her life, and I think she is one of the most inspiring characters, full of joy and humor. Even recently, despite everything she's been through, she still finds time to self-deprecate and be happy about the change in her life and what she has to do. And for me at the time, it was like, oh no, we'll just do it differently, of course we'll do it differently. And the inspiration that welled up in me really created this methodology for life." Beatrice also shared that role models like her mother play an important role for children with dyslexia growing up, allowing them to make sure you know what you see in the world and what you can achieve. Elsewhere in the podcast appearance, Beatrice revealed for the first time that her husband, Edoardo Mopelli-Mozzi, suffers from dyslexia just like her. About his diagnosis, she shared, "He is extremely creative, an incredible designer and real estate developer. He can see concepts and spaces in a very beautiful way, and I think that's also what led him to become the entrepreneur that he is. He accepted that he had to do things himself. It's very interesting to see how many entrepreneurs are dyslexic because they realize that maybe they need to push the boundaries. These are the ones that will hopefully enable collaboration between AI and humanity." As she and Edo both suffer from dyslexia, the couple have previously spoken about what they would do if their children Sienna, 2, and Christopher, aka Wolfie, 7, were also diagnosed with dyslexia. She shared, "As dyslexics, we as parents will determine whether our children have dyslexia or not and how we can best support them. But I think the most important thing I can do is, hopefully, be really grateful that we can help them with resources if they're lucky enough to also be dyslexic. I think being a part of this community gives me a little more understanding, and I would really wish that for all parents." Speaking about her role as a parent and ambassador for Made by Dyslexia, she added, "It's really exciting to bring parents into the conversation because now if a parent finds out their child is dyslexic, I don't think let it be him. To get the right support," she explained. "We are still at the very beginning of what we want to achieve together. It's really exciting to see how we can do the work to help these parents in some way and also be the best versions of ourselves."